Hi guys, my name is Clemont and welcome back, and today I'm going to be talking about my music albums. Let's go. I have Deftones B-Sides and Rarities back out here again. This is not the first album I got. This is a really decent album though. My favorite song is obviously Please Please Please, but basically any song off of this album is an absolutely incredible experience. I mean, this entire album is one of the most iconic projects by them for a reason, even if it's just B-sides. So it makes it so good. Next up, we have Linkin Park Hybrid Theory. My discs are really damaged for this one. My Linkin Park Hybrid Theory is very damaged. You could probably already tell by the water damage on the cover. The discs don't really look that great, but they still work, and which is why I still have the album. And honestly, I very much like this album a lot. I'm thinking of getting Meteora, even though I don't really like Meteora. I think that Meteora is kind of mid, but I definitely think that Hybrid Theory is great. I love basically every song off of this album except for what was it called again? I don't like Runaway. Every other song's great though. Cure for the Itch is underrated. This is also the 20th anniversary edition, as you can see from the top here. So this also has the B-sides as well. And, well, yeah, I like the B-sides. This was one of the first two albums I got, and, well, it's not in the best condition, obviously, but I very much enjoy listening to this album. These next four albums are all Metallica albums. So first off, we have Kill 'Em All. Haven't heard this album yet, but I got it because I needed the first four Metallica albums, obviously. Which really sucks because I was going to go for Black Album, but I couldn't find it at Walmart. So I got this instead. And it's still a good album from what I've heard. The only song I've heard from this album is The Four Horsemen, but I very much like this album nonetheless. But an album that I do love is Ride the Lightning. This is probably my favorite Metallica album. Maybe Injustice for All is better, but I think that this one is, by technical default, the best album they've made. I mean, every single song is great, except for maybe on certain occasions the songs The Call of Cthulhu and Escape can be kind of annoying. But every other song in this album is just kind of incredible. It's genuinely one of the best albums ever made. Next up we have Master of Puppets. I think that it's the third best Metallica album. Obviously Injustice for All and Ride the Lightning is better in my opinion, because this album is heavily overrated. It feels like this album only became really popular because of, Master of Puppets, and that's about it. Because this album is kind of mid. Also, you can see I did accidentally tear it a little bit, but that's from natural causes and erosion of my copy. But as you can see, this thing is ancient. It's pretty cool. Yeah. Also, by the way, all these Metallica albums, they're all the remasters. The original ones are so hard to find, especially Ride the Lightning for some strange reason. Next up, we have Injustice for All, the last Metallica album I own. I love One. I love The Shortest Straw. I love Dyer's Eve. Oh yes. Oh yeah. And sorry. And the Freight Ends of Sanity is also really good. I highly recommend this album for literally anyone. There's one problem though, it doesn't have bass. I think everyone knows about that already though. So yeah, we're just gonna take that. Now we move on to the CDs that are not cardboard. These things break just as easy, but they are easier to store. So first up, we have Five Finger Death Punch Strikes Again American Capitalist. This isn't in any order. I'm just randomly drawing these. This album is pretty okay. I mean, it's a little bit too heavy for me. Obviously, that's the whole point of metal, but, it feels like that they're trying way too hard to be way too heavy. Five Finger Death Punch definitely peaked with this album, though. This is definitely, by the longest straw of all time, the best album they've made. I've listened to two other of their albums, and they suck so much more than this. This is actually pretty decent. and I love the art style, even if it's using that like a DA Games FNAF music video font. But I very much like this album. Next up, we have Chicago, If You Leave Me Now. I got this one because it was cheap, and also because I've heard of Chicago before, and I heard that they were like one of the best, apparently, progressive bands. I don't think that this is very much a progressive band, because even though they have that sound, they're like very short songs. I very much like every single song off of this album. The only song that I don't really like that much is probably 25 on 4 to 6. Or, I mean, 6 to 4, sorry. But every other song is pretty decent. Also, I highly recommend you get this album anyways, if you don't like it or not, because it's apparently not on streaming services. So if you want to listen to this album, you kind of have to buy it. It's a very easy album to find, though. Its album covers everywhere. You'll know it when you see it. Next up, Alice in Chains Facelifts. The W album, by the way. WWW. This entire album is absolutely incredible from bottom to top to bottom. Everything is great. I mean, obviously the beginning of the album's better than the end of the album. But, I mean, with the track list like this, how could you not love this album? And the guy on the cover looks like he's about to bus, which makes it much better. Next up, we have Rage Against the Machine, The Battle of Los Angeles. I want the first two albums, but this one's also pretty good. I very much like a lot of the songs. I like Testify, I like Mic Check, I like Born of a Broken Man, because it sounds like Army Ants for some fucked up reason. I don't even know. It's just a good album. It's just really good. Next up, we have Insomniac by Green Day, aka, this used to be my favorite album of all time, but it's been taken by Evil Empire by Rage. I think that this album is just incredible. It was the first album I ever got, obviously. It's an absolutely incredible piece of literature. I mean, every song's a classic. Even Brain Stew kind of gets my brain stewing. I'm sorry, that sounded like a Facebook mom meme. But, like, really good album. Very much good. I like the album cover. Also, as you can see, it kind of broke. Two of my albums are like this. This is the first of the two. Don't mind it. It's just because I suck at taking care of my CDs. And also because, like I said, they break really easily. Next up. Okay. Slipknot self-titled. Kinda got this from a store because, I don't know. There's a lot of Slipknot fans in my, like, city, so I'm glad that I managed to get my crusty hands on this before anyone else got to it. Because I very much like this album. This album's a fucking classic. I mean, just look at this album cover. You already know what the fuck you're getting into when you see this. Very good album. Incredible. I can't stress enough. That album is actually insane. Nimrod. Alright, we got another Green Day album. This is the second of the three. Nimrod's great. I love Nimrod. So much to this album. So much, just everything. I like the scribbling, like, magazine feel to the album. Like, it feels like you're opening up a magazine, but it's actually a CD. I very much like the presentation of this album. On the album, this music is incredible. Shinka, Walking Alone. There's Nice Guys Finish Last, Hitching a Ride. I would say Uptight. Yes, Uptight is a absolutely incredible song as well. Incredible. Go listen to it now. Next up, we have White Pony. Now, White Pony is actually really good. But, like, I feel like that they did a really bad job at marketing this album because, like, it was meant to be, like, this giant shoegaze project that was gonna shake the world. And then they put a fucking lame ass single at the very beginning of the album. Very good album, obviously, but yeah, the marketing kind of sucked for this album. Kind of ruins the experience, especially when every curse word is censored or just completely knocked out of the lyrics book. Yeah, not really good. But besides that, yeah, it's a pretty damn good album. It's pretty good. Next up, we have Green Day Dookie, the last of the last for Green Day, that I own. I got this because, first of all, I kind of needed it. To be honest, this isn't even in their top 5 best albums, but I mean, come on, bro. It's Dookie. It's got the singles, it's got the hits, it's got the deep cuts, it's got basically everything. Pretty decent. I mean, I'd say that my favorite songs are probably Coming Clean, In the End, When I Come Around, and Having a Blast. We Are Not Your Kind. I got this as a gift. I would never ever buy this album unironically because it's kind of okay. I mean, I heard that critics really like this album, but I really do not. This album is okay. It just feels not like the Slipknot that I know. Not as much rapping, not as much hip-hop, not as much wheel turning, and also the band members are just... You can tell that they're kind of tired of having to do this their entire lives. You can tell. It's a pretty good album, I'd say, still, though. But, like I said, not the first album that I would pick off of the shelf. Next up. I'm not even gonna say the name of this one. I think you guys already know what it is. Yeah, I own this album. Weezer Blue Album. There you guys go. Right there. Next up, we have Boston. I got this because it was cheap, not because I actually wanted it. Every song's amazing, except for Smokin'. I don't know why everyone glazes that song. Everything else is great, though. Truly a progressive rock hit, even though I don't listen to much progressive rock that isn't, King Crimson. And that's basically about it. In Chicago every once in a while. But that isn't even a progressive. I very much... Oh, yeah, and Tool. I guess Tool as well. But, yeah, Boston's pretty decent, I'd say. Not the best band in the world, but they make hits. They definitely hit home a lot of times. Next up. System of a Down Toxicity. Got this as a gift as well, but I'm glad I got this. Because this is just an absolutely incredible experience. Like, the entire album is just one big, book. Like, you're flipping through pages of a really, really good book. And it's, flying by so fast. Look at all those songs. Every single one of them's good, too, except for Science. I'm sorry. I just don't like Science. But, yeah, it's just a really decent album. I almost broke the, cover for this album because I bring it to school for, a show and tell thing, but... I very much enjoy this album. Next up, we have Linkin Park Recharged. I got this as a gift, as you can see. This is the other disc that had the cover broken off because I suck at keeping my my CD safe. But yeah, this album's pretty mid, not gonna lie. It's just kind of electronic shit. I mean, it's good for the first 5 songs and then it gets annoying. But, yeah. Also, do not listen to this album on, any streaming service, because it will be very distorted, because they don't know how to audio mix it correctly. Yeah. So, basically, the only way to truly listen to this album is on an actual CD. I mean, it's it's definitely better than One More Light, but I wouldn't say it's better than, Wastelands. Whatever that weird album was called, I don't fucking know. I think that was actually one of the singles. Whatever. And finally, the last album I have is The Many Faces of Def Leppard. I'm trying to get The Many Faces of Metallica, but right now I have Def Leppard because it was cheap. It was $6. Bro, I love living in fucking the USA because everything is so cheap here. As you can see, 3 discs. The first and the third are like documentaries, and then the second one's the actual songs. So it counts as a music album, but like barely. I think that the songs are pretty good. I don't know. I'm not really a big fan of Def Leppard. Don't kill me. But I think that I like this album cover. I like the British. Got not much else to really say. That is my entire album collection. Just that entire stack. As you guys can see, this video is sponsored by Dr. Pepper Zero. Because it's good. And it doesn't give you diabetes. Don't get diabetes. Anyways, thank you guys for watching today's video, and bye.